Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. This is amazing. This is on the week of Father's Day. I wanted to, recognize all the fathers. It's very easy for us to trash the fathers or fatherlessness and so on and so forth. But oftentimes we don't realize, there are 72 million fathers in America that are actually working hard to take care of their families, right? And we fail to recognize that we're talking about the 18 million fathers who are missing from the homes, right? And so, and we made this effort called My Father, My Hero. It's a campaign where we want the kids to talk about their dads. And then also, even if you're an adult, you may have like a sweet memories about your father, and we want you to talk about it. And so today I want to talk about my father figure. When I grew up, I never grew up with a father. I was abandoned when I was 6 months old. And so I grew up in my uncle's house. The thing is that, in that My Father, My Hero, we're always talking about like getting a picture and talk about the memory about that picture. I was looking all over the place and I couldn't find one picture. And so I want to talk about like what is there in my memory, the sweetest thing that I can still remember about my uncle Selvaraj, who just showed up every time in my life, right? There was this one time I was going to college. There's several memories that I have, but this one is very special for me. And it was 8 o'clock. I was studying in the southern part of India, Bishop Heber College. And as I was standing there to pay my fees, this is my first day in college. Around 8 o'clock, I just felt a tap on my shoulder, and I turned around. It was my uncle, right? And I was just like in amazement because he is at least 3-4 hours away from the college. And so I asked him, what are you doing here? And he said he left that morning around 3:34 from the town where he was working. And he came on a public transport, on a bus, because at this point in time, he was like a deputy collector. It's almost like very equivalent to a mayor in this town. He had cars, like official government cars at his disposal, but he never used any of those. But instead, he got on a bus and he came 3.5 hours to that school so that he can stand with me. And I'm wondering why did he did. At that point in time, I did not know. Now I know that when I was standing in that line, he would know of all the people, that every other kid that was coming to college that day would have their father or mother standing with them, whereas he knew that I would be standing all by myself to pay that fees, and he didn't want that to happen. And so he showed up and he stood in that line and he paid that fees, and after that he took me to the dorm and he made sure that I have everything that I need for that year and the next 3 years. And then he got on that bus and he left. And my point to all this is there are so many fathers like my uncle that shows up every single day, and we often take them for granted or we don't recognize them. And so I want to encourage everyone that is watching this video, if you have a story like this, I want you to share about your dad and tell about what a sweet memory that you have. And if you happen to have a picture, definitely post them. We are so glad that this week we're able to honor all these fathers that are sacrificially giving to their children every single day. Happy Father's Day.